only poor communities, right? Poor communities.
Now, weather does go everywhere, though.
Weather,
right?
no, only to poor communities.
Oh,
only poor communities. So here's my question to you. Indian Wells, I mean, we're next to it. We got, we got a golf course out here. I mean, look, we
Guys,
all know
we're in an extremely rich part of town.
I'm trying to dance around it, but somehow climate change affects the rich people too.
To be honest, and this isn't even a joke, on the way in, we lost count of how many Range Rovers and BMWs and Mercedes. These are not poor people. Okay?
Bernie Sanders told me climate change affects poor people.
First of all, he's worth $3.5 million, so I don't know why you're listening to what the heck that guy has to say.
Does he have a home here in Indian Wells? He probably does.
Probably.
All right, I'll tell you what. We're right here in Indian Wells, California. And thank you for joining us on Facebook Live. We just came on. We are here at the California Republican Party convention. This is where, I'm going to call this a convention where we Republicans get our poop in a group. We're literally.
You like that phrase?
That's my saying. We're out here. We're going to train. Campaign and win. Why are you laughing? That's a good motto. Every organization.
Where'd you get that one from?
Well, I got it from your badge.
Okay.
Campaign, train, and win.
Well, the party, as we said before, has more money than ever.
Yeah, that's true. We have more money.
More volunteers than ever.
How much more? So do we know how much money we have as a Republican Party?
I can't divulge that information.
You can't divulge that. All right, fine. So we got more money. We got more volunteers, right?
Yep.
And we have more emails. It's going to take. I'm not saying we have more email. We do. We've been emailing.
But it sounds like a really sarcastic when you say it. It sounds like you're not happy at all.
And we have more impressions. Facebook.
4 million impressions.
Facebook. Yeah. Is that more than the Russians get? Is that more than the Russians? Listen, that's all I want to know. If our email impressions.
Listen, all I know is with 4 million, we should be swaying not only California elections, but Wyoming elections, Oregon elections.
Yep.
California should be picking Oregon's governor at this point. Judging by impressions.
There should have been there literally should have been like a Facebook chart that lets you know how much Putin got on his impressions, and then where we're at on our impressions. Then we can really flip elections, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Jairus, you're all blinged out here. You got all your pins.
Where are yours so we're at a political convention. You don't have any buttons on. Well, you don't even have your credentials.
Listen,
you're an illegal.
You're
not even allowed to be here. You don't even have credentials.
I don't have credentials. I'm undocumented.
Hey, and the people at this convention don't take well to illegals, my friend.
Listen, you had said that there's liberal media here at the California Republican Convention, right? Liberal media.
There's a freelance. Here's a story, all right? And
the story should be Guillermo. They're all liberal media. Come on,
that's a good point.
Come on, except us.
Yeah, that's true. It's funny because there was an alleged journalist who claimed to be a freelance journalist, and he wanted to get exclusive insight into our like a Latino summit that we were basically having, a Latino outreach summit. This joker,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was a freelance guy. Okay, so the California Republican Party, rightfully so, they came and they basically asked him for his credentials because, well, much like you, he had nothing around his neck. So he says, "Oh yeah, I just forgot to get him. I watched the whole thing. This guy's an idiot." He's like, "Oh yeah, I just forgot to get him." So like 6 guys. I mean, this is pretty serious. 6 guys walk him down to the press credential office, and what do you know? He wasn't even on the list.
Wow. Was this the meeting that I spoke at?
Yeah. This all happened before you rolled up.
No way.
So you literally have alleged freelance journalist. He probably got $20 from the California Republican Party convention or party to say that he was a freelance journalist, which is just a broke, unemployed journalist. That's what that is. I'm a freelance artist. No, you're just a broke artist. Your art sucks. No one pays you for it.
Or they embellish so much trying to sell their story.
That's a good point.
That's what they do.
So yeah, we had a freelance journalist trying to get in on our trainings here at the California Republican Party. And that also means that we hate the press, of course, because we kicked him out.
Oh, of course. Heaven forbid we actually have rules. No, but you said there was a Hispanic Latino training.
Yes.
Right? Because, listen,
we're trying.
We're trying. We're doing a good thing. We are. It's a big voting block.
And, Guillermo, we don't want to give you false hope, but it was standing room only.
It was standing room only. I was standing. I mean, I was speaking at it, but I was.
And they weren't all Mexicans. It wasn't like they just went there to check out each other. Because that's just because I've been there like a black event or something. You go there and it's nothing but black people. I'm like, guys, come on now.
No, that's right. No, the California Republican Party. You're training. We got Latino training. We got.
There actually is an African American training.
Is there really?
Yeah, taking place later tonight. They had to put it late at night because everybody was going to be late.
Let me ask you this, because you and I have had a conversation where should conservatives start pandering? Should we start pandering? Should we start pandering to Latinos? Should we start pandering to African Americans?
Give the definition of pandering, because you talked about this today.
Pandering. Listen, if you're pandering, that means you're making kind of and this isn't the Webster Dictionary. This is Guillermo Moreno's dictionarian kind of.
Holds a lot more weight in my book.
Amen to that, Merriam-Webster. So listen, if you're pandering, you are intentionally changing your organizational mission to reach the audience that you're speaking to. Like, you're literally changing. Remember when AOC went to Reverend Al Sharpton's event? I remember she started speaking, kind of in a black tone.
Yeah.
She
was trying to sound like one of the sisters.
She was trying. She was
like Kamala Harris, a black woman in this country.
So that's pandering. When you're intentionally changing your
or Hillary Clinton going on the most popular liberal black, your boy Charlemagne going on the nation's most popular black morning show and saying she has hot sauce in her purse.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, that was and in classic Hillary Clinton fashion, she sucked at pandering. She sucks at everything.
That's very true. And then another example of pandering: Beto O'Rourke, Robert Francis, literally changed his name to pander to the Latino community.
I'm gonna say the F word. Maybe my poll numbers will go up.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. So should
That's what I look for in a presidential candidate. Potty mouth.
Oh yeah. We won't even go there. We're not even. But no, should we be pandering to Latino communities, to African Americans, to Asians, to Native Americans, to disabled people?
Disabled?
Oh, I read a great article on how.
Well, we always try to reach out to Democrats.
not that type of I'm talking about ADA accessibility, Americans with Disabilities Act.
God bless George W. Bush for doing that. Listen, here's what I got to say. Okay. For instance, like if you have a Hispanic outreach, this is just a question you listening, everybody can answer. If you have a Hispanic gathering, a training session, I've been searching for a training session, which are having like 1,000 of them this weekend. Is it pandering if you start putting Spanish language in the training section, in the description of it? Because we're all about English, our national language.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is pandering. That's just me. But listen,
but I don't think. But you, it's a tough card to sail, man.
And this is what I said at the Hispanic training. I said, listen, we want to win, right?
Yeah.
And we're willing to pull out all the stops to beat Democrats.
Yes.
Correct? Don't pander. Don't change who you are.
Mm-hmm.
You be you. You go out there. You stick true to your guns. And I compared it to HGTV. Right, we're like the California Republican Party is like it's a house that needs to be flipped. All right, before we become a flop. All
Where's
right,
Kate and Joe?
Where's Kate? And now they broke up. What is his name? Aratarian.
Exactly. Those two creepy brothers.
Yeah. No, those are I'm talking about the couple.
Oh, never mind.
Remember the one that was
the
one that was always coming from the gym but looked exquisite, and then the other guy always stressed out if this flip was going to make it or not, and it always made it.
They always do, but
they always do.
Same thing like on Hell's Kitchen. They're never going to make the food in time, and then it always gets made in time.
They keep making the same thing. I couldn't make it. Anyhow.
Hey, but the thing too is there is a form of indecent pain.
Listen,
if you're gonna let's say you're gonna tonight the black leadership thing.
Yeah.
If you're like, hey, come here, we're gonna have Popeye's fried chicken sandwiches and watermelon. That's just trash.
Oh my gosh, you're horrible.
Is that not trash? How is that horrible? That's trashy.
Chips and salsa at the Hispanic thing.
See there were no chips and salsa at the Hispanic.
Oh, I wish there was. I would have stayed a little longer. You're listening to Jairus Jackson, Guillermo Moreno here in Indian Wells at the California Republican Party Convention. We'll be back 559-442-1680.
I would have stayed a little longer.
All right.
Oh, man.
Hey, are you Hadassah, can you hand me my phone, please, man?
What do you want to do? You want to do I guess we can tease this and then come back to both of them.
Oh yeah, let me get mine.
Cuz what is this? Yeah, this is 5. So let's tease this and then
okay.
We'll tease those and then get deeper into them.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. We don't know which water's which.
I'm gonna take the one on the left, because did you drink from yours?
I don't remember.
I drank from mine, so I'll take this one.
The resist socialism button is getting great play. I think that's everyone's favorite. Probably because it's a play on their own little.
Appreciate you guys tuning in on Facebook Live for our coverage here. We got some great guests lined up.
We also got Rick Perry coming up tonight. Rick Perry tonight and Scott Walker tomorrow. Okay, so why is Omar not getting back? Navarro, we don't have an interview with Congresswoman Omar coming up.
No, we don't.
Although that would be awesome. You'd take a Congresswoman Omar on another universe if she'd agreed to it. You'd take a Congresswoman Omar interview, wouldn't you?
Oh, absolutely. I would no matter what.
I think it's forgot.
Huh?
Whatever.
It's not blended. The other guy had a blended drink.
Huh?
Ah, look, we've got the straw. We got the.
Oh, you got to go find Michael Steele, Republican Party national chairman. He's giving out free Trump straws.
California Republican Party Fall Convention coverage continues on the Central Valley's home for all things Campaign 2020. Talk Radio 1680 KGED.
Cheers. Here we're coming live from Indian Wells, the California Republican Party convention, and
Some things you cannot get away from. It doesn't matter if you're at the Democrat National Convention, if you're at the no matter where you are, you still get these disgusting paper straws.
That's right. We just had coffee delivered up here to the balcony where we're standing outside in 112-degree heat. It feels like literally feels like I don't know, Bernie Sanders' hair. He's always anyhow. Listen, all hot and bothered. No, joke.
So here's the problem with these straws. Yeah, I don't know where you were going with that joke, but here's the problem with these straws. All right. Number one, you need to go find Michael Steele, Republican Party national committeeman, because he's giving out free Trump straws.
Nice.
After he figured, well, here's the thing. He's so cool, he rolls with Trump straws. And then he figured out the on-site coffee shop gives out paper straws. So he's like, yeah, just come find me. I'll give you a Trump straw. So that's pretty cool. But our very own senator, our beautiful senator, the independent black woman, Kamala Harris, she wants to ban, I don't know if you saw this during the 7 hours, plastic bag ban in all 50 states and plastic straw ban in all 50 states. So the misery of California coming to a restaurant or a grocery store near you.
Well, so here's the funny thing. You know, she talked about how, you know, she wanted innovation to figure out how we can make sure that this thing doesn't flop over.
I said this on my show. She pitter-pattered between being a socialist and a free market capitalist. Like, what are you we're not going to have any of this innovation with your socialist ideas. What are you talking about? Like she literally flip-flopped. She was like, oh, well, we need innovation. And innovators and you know, dreamers and all these people, they're going to rise up and create all these things. Not in a socialist economy, princess.
Well, my chocolate mocha now tastes like cardboard chocolate mocha after
cardboard chocolate.
Cardboard chocolate mocha. You know,
how many sips in were you, by the way?
Well, it's more than two. This is a good quality one. Okay, you know, we're in Indian Wells. We're the rich people are at, Jairus, and this is where climate change doesn't come.
Well, you didn't think we were going to do our convention from Skid Row? We're the Republicans, for crying out loud.
That's right. Now listen, talking about Republicans or a moderate, whatever Chad Mays is.
Let me just throw this out there.
All right, throw it out there.
Do you think, just throwing this out there, you want to do Mays or you want to do Mr. Faulkner?
You go first.
Well, here's the thing.
Go.
Do you think that one of the few, because there aren't, I mean, we've got Scott Walker tomorrow night. We've got Rick Perry. I mean, he's here. Well, I mean, he's behind the scenes doing things, but Rick Perry is here. He'll be speaking tonight. Do you think that one of the few keynote speakers of a Republican convention should be a pro-choice, pro-illegal alien, pro-some form of gun control, pro-gay Republican? Doesn't really fit the mold of the party, especially those first few that I mentioned. But unfortunately, or if you're a moderate, you're probably in love with the idea. One of those Republicans, pro-choice, pro-illegal alien, he's one of the keynote speakers, San Diego Mayor Kevin Faulkner, one of the keynote speakers at this convention.
Listen, let's take a step back, because I think you're putting the horse before the wagon. Is that the way the saying goes? Because I'm always wrong with saying. You're putting the horse before the wagon here. Let's take a step back. Republicans have been pummeled, man. Let's just be honest.
No.
We've lost. We're
No one's denying that.
up against a supermajority in both houses in the California, right? California legislature.
Yeah.
We haven't won a state seat.
We're super
statewide.
minorities.
We're super minorities.
And if you're watching us on Facebook, you're like, duh. But
Yeah.
anyway, it's another
We're
story.
super minorities. Should we start, saying, you know what, let's start becoming, don't become Democrats, but maybe we got to move closer to the middle.
If you're pro illegal abortion and some gun,
you
no,
crossed the line.
this
But
isn't good.
but here's the thing: do you think that's going to win?
No, I'm
do you
not.
think this is because we're trying this?
I'm
We're trying
protesting.
this.
I'm not going. And I can actually say that there's people at this convention. There's whispers, especially Tea Party people. There's his speaking section may not be highly attended. San Diego Mayor Kevin Faulconer.
So, and that's the gentleman you're talking about. He's
Yeah.
pro gay marriage, pro abortion,
Pro illegal alien.
pro illegal
He pulled
alien.
a Gavin Newsom and met with the mayor of Tijuana, like it's his first week in office.
I think the mayor of Tijuana might be more
Probably.
conservative on immigration because that guy was wearing a Trump hat at one point in time,
And
right?
he's in favor of some gun
Maybe they
control.
just need to swap. Maybe the mayor of Tijuana and the mayor of San Diego
you're in bad
need
shape.
to swap.
You know you're in bad shape when Republicans are begging for Tijuana's mayor. That's how you really know you're in trouble.
559-442-6080. Listening to Guillermo Moreno and Jairus Jackson coming to you live from Indian Wells, the only radio station from the Central Valley, bringing you to the California Republican Convention. 559-442-1680. We'll be right back. I'm sorry, I gotta keep track of time.
That wasn't a hard break, though, was it?
No, it's 44. You know what? What if we shut it? You have to shut it?
No, but see, I noticed that. Look on there. You can't tell. Can you tell?
No.
If I'm in front?
Well, they want to turn the AC on, so